Throughout this course, we've talked a great deal about time and temperature controls and just how important they are to food safety. In this chapter, we're going to talk about cleaning and just how vital this also is to food safety. Let's face it, every topic we've discussed is vital to food safety.
You can spend a great deal of time making sure that you store, prep and cook food for the right amount of time at the right temperature. But if your kitchen is dirty, it will undo all your hard work. For example, if your preparation areas, cutting boards and knives have not been cleaned.
Pathogenic bacteria love food debris and waste. If you have any food debris left on prep tables at ambient room temperatures in the temperature danger zone, bacterial multiplication will happen and the chances of cross-contamination to safe food will increase greatly.
Quite often, cleaning is a role given to unskilled and junior staff. That's the nature of the food industry. However, they must be fully trained to understand the dangers, what is required, and why it's so important to get it right.
As a manager, you must train, regularly observe, check and lead by example. And remember, it is also a prerequisite for a food safety management system.
Cleaning and sanitizing is a legal requirement for all food businesses, regardless of size. The main cleaning-related legislation is detailed in the FDA Federal Food Code 2017.
By law, you must regularly and appropriately clean in order to reduce the risk of a foodborne illness, clean to protect staff from injury or illness, implement a cleaning schedule designed specifically for your operation, implement cleaning procedures and timelines that are appropriate for the level of risk and the volume of production, and train your staff to be safe while cleaning in an appropriate, hygienic, and safe manner. A cleaning schedule must be a part of your food safety management system.
Benefits of implementing the legal requirements. A clean operation, including front of house, increases customer confidence and retention. You have a strong due diligence defense should anything go wrong. Staff naturally prefer to work in a clean, well-run business. It plays a significant role in improving staff retention, reducing cost of employment and time training new staff. Reducing pest infestations by effective cleaning reduces the risk of cross-contamination.
Cleaning is defined in the dictionary as the application of energy to remove residue, dirt, and grease. From a food safety perspective, it's the removal of food debris and dirt, and then the effective sanitizing of the surface, utensils, or equipment. Sanitizing removes 99.9% of pathogenic bacteria as long as it's done correctly.
All right, so we've talked about cleaning and making sure we do it correctly. So, Nick, can you tell me the difference between a cleaner and a sanitizer?
I can indeed.
Please.
Also, it's important to understand which order you use them.
Okay.
That's quite important as well. So, firstly, number one, the cleaner, a detergent. Its job is to remove grease, dirt, food debris, oil, you name it.
Yep.
Its job is to, I'm going to repeat it, to remove the food debris to clean the plate.
Got it.
Yep. It will not kill bacteria.
Okay.
Okay, that's the important thing. And it must be used first. After that, you will then use a sanitizer. Now, a sanitizer will kill 99.9% of all bacteria. Yep.
All right.
But it will not clean.
All right, so let me see if I got this correctly. Cleaner equals removal of dirt and debris. And secondly, you've got the sanitizer, which kills the bacteria.
You are now promoted to head dishwasher, sir.
Cannot wait. Appreciate it. So now let's talk about sanitizers and the different types of sanitizers. I have heard that you can clean or sanitize with water or hot water.
Yes, you can. Okay. There are two types of sanitizing techniques. The first one is what we call heat sanitization.
Yep.
And as you said, that's the use of very hot water at 172 degrees and above. Usually you're going to use a machine to do that,
okay.
A dishwash machine. If you're tempted to do it physically yourself, you burn your hands.
No good. Right.
And the second one, and as often used, is use of chemical sanitization. Yep. Most times you'll probably use them both together.
Got it. All right. There are a few more points that we need to discuss about sanitizers, so let's head back to the kitchen.
There are two common types of chemical sanitizers, quaternary ammonia and chlorine. We will not go into more detail at this stage. However, it is provided in the written content below this video.
For sanitizers to be able to operate at their most effective, staff need to understand the following. Concentration levels. Follow the manufacturer's instructions exactly. Making an extra strong batch of sanitizer has no benefits and can be unsafe as it increases the chance of chemical contamination. Mixing a mixture too weak means it cannot do its job, and you might as well not bother.
Test kits. These check concentration levels to ensure staff have mixed it correctly. They are available from the manufacturer or your local supplier or distributor. A tester must be used with every batch of sanitizer they make.
Water temperature. Most manufacturers will state a recommended water temperature for best results.
Contact time. This is the amount of time the sanitizer must remain on a surface or, for example, a pan that is being manually washed in a sink. Again, these are very important to follow. If the instructions say leave on a surface for 30 seconds, you must stick to the time. If you wipe off after 10 or 20 seconds, you reduce its effectiveness and increase the likelihood of bacteria surviving.
As a manager, you need to pay special attention to this point. If you decide to switch brands or the distributor substitutes the brand, you need to check the contact time on the new product. It may differ from your existing product, and this is where mistakes can happen. If it's different, ensure staff are aware.
Water hardness and pH. Both these factors can affect the concentration levels of a sanitizer. Speak to the distributor or manufacturer, and they will advise you on the correct levels.
In this section, we're going to talk about the different cleaning methods, which are best for certain situations, what equipment and materials you need, and how to clean some of the more important areas of your kitchen.
The golden rule is that you should clean and sanitize any surfaces that touch food. Any area that does not touch food needs cleaning and rinsing. You should clean floors, walls, ceilings, storage shelves, and garbage containers.
You should sanitize hand contact surfaces, anything that is frequently touched by your hands. Remember, cross-contamination. Now think about handles, doors, coolers, freezers, drawers, faucets, and switches. As for front of house, do you use tablets to take orders? How often do you clean them?
Food contact surfaces. Any surface that comes into contact with raw, TCS, or high-risk foods. These will include cutting boards, preparation tables, and work surfaces. Also, don't forget knives, tongs, and other utensils including containers, pots, and pans. Food processing machinery such as slicers, mixers, and meat grinders.
Cleaning supplies. You also need to sanitize wiping cloths, as they are a major source of cross-contamination, and we're going to deal with them separately.
Ultimately, the items that you sanitize depend on their use and if they come into contact with food. As the manager, it's important to determine which items need to be sanitized, and these should be added to your cleaning schedule.
Remember, clean everything and sanitize anything that comes into contact with food.
Before a staff member starts to clean, there are steps that need to take place. Food must be safely stored out of the way to protect it from possible contamination. When cleaning a refrigerator or freezer, transfer all food items into a different refrigerator or freezer unit. Try to avoid leaving the food in the temperature danger zone. Switch off and isolate electrical equipment before they start to clean. When using cleaning chemicals, always follow the manufacturer's instructions. Wear appropriate protective clothing such as rubber gloves and goggles. Work through the stages of cleaning in a logical manner, ensuring you clean food debris, dust, and dirt away from already clean areas. Do not distract someone who is cleaning, as mistakes can happen. For example, they may have cleaned and forgot to sanitize.
Clean and disinfect mops and cloths immediately after use and leave them to air dry by storing them right side up. Do not leave them to soak in a sanitizer for longer than the manufacturer's recommended contact time, as bacteria can become resistant to the chemicals. Never leave them to soak overnight. Have a separate storage area for chemicals away from food. Never pour chemicals into other unlabeled containers. Chemical contamination, while rare, can produce a severe reaction. As a result, you must always wash your hands before starting another task.